Welcome back, everyone. And today we're going to be discussing the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. There's been a lot of criticism about this fight, and shortly afterwards, I want to play a little commentary from Andrew Tate. He posted a video following the fight, and he had a couple of words to say as well. So I'll play that shortly as well. But recently, 27-year-old Jake Paul beat a 58-year-old Mike Tyson in an 8-round boxing fight. A lot of criticism with the fight. Many people were questioning why somebody so young is fighting somebody so old. A lot of people are saying it's a marketing gimmick. A lot of people are saying Mike Tyson lost. There was more in it for him if he had lost than there is for him if he had won. Anyway, we'll start the video with Jake Paul's channel, just a recap of what he had to say following the fight.
For violence and like, I'm gonna knock this guy out and show him. It went away when I wasn't getting hit much at all, and I don't know. I just
punches weren't doing it.
I love Mike.
First thing I would say is, I think the whole world, everybody who was watching the fight, noticed that there was barely anything from Mike Tyson, considering that we've seen all the training camps from him. He obviously trained very, very hard, and I'm a big Mike Tyson fan, and I'm very disappointed that, one, he had to fight someone like Jake Paul, and two, he lost to someone like Jake Paul. And thirdly, it really annoys me watching these sort of podcasts when people like this guy, who's probably never stepped foot in a boxing ring, never mind having a fight with anyone before, talks and disrespects Mike Tyson by saying things like little T-Rex punches. I don't find that funny. I mean, the fight, I didn't really watch the fight. I sort of watched the recap afterwards. It wasn't a fight that interests me or probably most real boxing fans. Anyway, let's continue.
Through the whole thing, from the walkout to the fight to the post interview. Walk us through the whole fight from your point of view.
Yeah, this fight was just different. I feel like mentally locked in, like a lot less nerves than normal. I'm just getting so used to these moments. And honestly, fighting in a stadium, I
find that funny. He was mentally locked in, and he was a lot less worried. Of course, you're going to be mentally locked in and a lot less worried fighting somebody who's 30 years older than you. Come on, it's just an absolute joke.
It's less personal.
Yes.
So, and it's less loud. So it was actually like way less nerve wracking.
It was very happy.
I felt so far from the people and the energy and all that. So arenas are harder to fight in, and the walkout, I just was cool, calm, collected, and I thought that was just like a fun moment. And I don't know, I thought I was going to be more nervous or something, but just seeing...
Anyway, that's just a quick recap, guys, from Jake Paul's channel, just to show you guys what he had to say following the fight. Anyway, we're going to move on to something that Andrew Tate had said on Twitter. So he posted this video where he was quite annoyed. Not only that, but he offered to fight Jake Paul. He offered to put down 3 million hard cash, and he asked Jake Paul to send over the contracts. So this is what Andrew Tate had to say.
Jake Paul, it's clear to me you are desperate for a reality check. You know what? If I made my money impressing 4-year-olds on YouTube and managed to somehow become a multimillionaire from it, I'd probably live in a dream world too. But let me explain something to you about combat sports. There are a whole bunch of men out here who will never be as famous as you, will never make the money you've made, who would kick the living out of you. This is the hardest sport in the world, and people dedicate their lives to this, and most of them never get a payday. It never pays off for the majority of fighters, who would f you up. I'm one of the lucky ones. I made a little bit of money. I don't have 50 million to bet with you, but I do have 3 million to bet with you. So this is your offer. $3 million. You put 3, I put 3. Winner takes all. I'm 5 years out the ring. I'm a kickboxer. You're 2-0 in boxing. I'm 0-0 in boxing. I've never even fought boxing. I'm a retired old man. 5 years I've been sitting around smoking cigars, which are better looking than the advertising anyway. I will fight you any day of the week. Don't worry about Conor McGregor. Don't worry about Floyd Mayweather fight. You only want to lose to them so you can say, well, I lost to Conor McGregor. Why don't you lose to an old man who's retired? I live in the real Jake. There's a whole bunch of fighters out here who live in the real world. Men who are dangerous and dedicated their lives to this sport and don't have a fraction of the money you have because you managed to become a clown. The biggest clown on the internet. If you want to fight and you want to send a contract, send one to me. I will take a few weeks break from living my retired life to kick the living out of a goofy.
Sorry about all the swearing, guys. I'll try and beep most of that out. But obviously, a very annoyed and frustrated Andrew Tate. I think a lot of boxing fans are upset and probably feel somewhat same or similar to what Andrew Tate says there. And the other thing to note is, following the fight, Jake Paul has gone out and he's apparently called out Canelo and these other heavyweights. Well, not heavyweights. I mean the bigger boxing fighters, and it's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. So it is what it is, guys. I mean, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.